We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Woods with a pick.
Winston's pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stepping up. Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Wentz. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I know he ain't got it.
Working from the gun. Wentz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
A gain of 13 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP, Malcolm Smith. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A 1st down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. Now, that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I got you.
They go play action. Mariota. And that's Elliott, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his 2nd year. But he's really on the uptick. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off the play fake, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Gonna take a shot for touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now Wentz. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. Give him 69 yards on the ground. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they work this out past the 25. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
25, check 25, check 25. Switch.
Now Wentz. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he comes back with one complete. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's Mariota. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, and it's third down. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Wentz now on first down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up second down. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw, and he's going to go down again. Sean Lee able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree.
And this is cut inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From midfield, here's Wentz. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. Not that time for Watkins. Just a little